Everybody is waiting for you on the stage, and you don't even have your baton to conduct. Go get it in the Kapellmeister's box. Also, don't forget the first half of the divertimento. Maybe you left it in the music parlor. Hurry up, we're already late.
I had to run from errand to errand since I left the hotel. You were going to make me faint in the end. Oh, God. Now I remember what happened last night. That dim-witted Alexa managed to get me to offer her the first half of the divertimento. Did she take it away, or did she leave it in the music parlor? I must find out.
Mozart, sir, it's always a pleasure to see you back in Prague.
Apart from the new shows of Don Giovanni, what else is on here at the opera?
In the afternoon, the orchestra plays a concerto composed by the local Kapellmeister. It has some nice moments in it, but it is far from reaching the kind of quality your own work has.
And ticket sales, are they going briskly?
So far, nobody seems in a hurry to buy tickets. People seem to prefer operas much better than symphonic concerts.
How's your wife?
You're asking me how my wife is? The flirty little bougress left me for a new beau. Così fan tutti, as the Italians say. They're all the same.
The bust of George Frederick Handel. Ah, fugues by the divine Handel. My friend Haydn is quite right to praise him endlessly. Vivaldi. Yes, I vaguely remember the old Venetian. Still, I thought his music was kind of too cute for its own good. I wonder who left that fan here. This music sheet is from my 41st Symphony. I completed it more than a month ago. Sunflower seeds that Hofer feeds his parrot with. They're all over the sheet. Let's clean it up. The perch where Hofer chains his parrot. Seems like he has taken the ugly beast along with him. A book, very nice indeed, with the title, The Book of Celestial Harmonies. There is a letter slipped inside the cover. Let's see. Ah, I do know this writing. Seems like a note from my old buddy Haydn. I read, Dear Wolfie, last time we met, it seemed to me that your mind, usually so fast, was a tad lacking of exercise. I'd say this is quite an original gift. I'm taking it with me so I can study it. This music sheet is from my 41st Symphony. I completed it more than a month ago. I already had my coffee back at the hotel. A few excerpts from Don Giovanni. Alas, this is not what I'm looking for. The perch where Haufer chains his parrot. Seems like he has taken the ugly beast along with him.
My dear friend, there you go again, and so early in the day. I hope you've been able to rest a little after our private interlude yesterday evening.
Alexa, you sure are a dangerous woman. I should be wary of your ways.
Oh, dear Mozart, it's been such a long time since Johann, my husband, decided he does not find me dangerous any more. Did I even thank you for your delightful gift?
Alexa, you certainly made some very gracious comments last night.
Some of that warmth I can still feel in me. Please come to the music parlour so I can renew those vows of gratitude.
Wasn't your husband worried about your absence?
Let's leave my poor husband out of this.
What did you hear about my opera, Don Giovanni?
It's a blockbuster here. I heard that in Vienna people were a bit lukewarm, but here in Prague we had a full house every single night of the show.
Alexa, where did you hide the score I left you as a present yesterday?
Mozart, I understand you were not quite yourself when you offered me the score, but still, it is impossible for me to give it back to you. It is such a precious present to me.
Would you please give me the score back? I require it to be able to lead my musicians in the rehearsal.
You want back the very gift you granted me? I find this kind of rude, but I guess you have your reasons.
Pretty please, my dear.
So be it. I will consent to give it back if you manage to find my feather fan. I lost it yesterday evening under the circumstances that you were aware of.
Well, take a look. I managed to find your fan.
Thank you. You're a gentleman. Although I do remember that yesterday evening you did test the righteousness of a married woman.
Would you please give me back the score that I offered you last night?
You offered it to me during our little celebration of beauty and music. You're such a bore to claim it back now.
I beg you, please give it back to me. I found your feather fan and returned it to you as you requested.
What good is a fan in the middle of the damp autumn of Prague?
Wasn't your husband worried that you had lost one of his gifts?
This pitiful fan would have been worth nothing hadn't it been a gift from Johann. He asked me at least 10 times where I'd put it and why I didn't use it any more. Well, I imagine you want me to yield to your request. God, what I wouldn't do for you, dearest. I am grateful for such a charming tune, Mozart.
I thank you for the score and the compliment.
My dear friend, what a pleasure to see you, as always. Everything about you moves me so deeply, Mozart. Your music, your words, your soul. I'd like to press you against my heart. Please, come closer. Mozart, I understand you may be spellbound by my charms. Still, I find you quite brash to have the nerve to woo a woman already dedicated to another man.
So there you are. Are you ready at last? Are we about to finally start that dreaded rehearsal?
Well, I did find the score.
Mozart, you've got to hurry. And please get your baton and join me in the music hall. And you, Alexa, don't you see that you're bothering Mozart with your permanent babble?
Not at all. Your wife has been of precious assistance to me.
God knows what she may assist you with. Alexa, you come with me, and you let Mozart pursue his efforts to gather his material for the rehearsal.
Mozart, sir, I am looking forward to the rehearsal.
First, I have something urgent to take care of. Did you check my new score, the Divertimento?
Your Divertimento is a nice piece. I wonder where you managed to get all your ideas.
It's kind of a gift. From God, most certainly.
Oh, yes? Your muse wouldn't happen to be a young woman instead. There's so many rumors about you, I'd say.
I haven't heard anything. And I do have a spouse that expects me back in Vienna. So rumors are obviously misleading. Did you see the Kapellmeister?
The Kapellmeister has called in sick, Mozart. It's the gout again. The pain is so harsh he can't leave his bed. He believes it is divine retribution for his gluttony. He eats constantly from dawn to dusk, except, of course, when he stops to drink.
I am looking for the key to the Kapellmeister's box.
He entrusts me with it whenever he's on sick leave. Still, he orders me not to open to anybody.
In Vienna, I, too, am a Kapellmeister.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. I myself have been offered the job in Bratislava.
All right, give me the key, then.
Most certainly, Mozart. Just enjoying the small talk. The Kapellmeister is your devoted friend, and I know he doesn't keep any secret from you. I will open his box. There you go. It's open. Let me give you a little piece of advice. Refrain from stealing in the Kapellmeister's pantry. The other day he went berserk just because a pack of cocoa had gone missing.
At last, the baton I needed for my rehearsal. The first time I heard that piece by Bach, I was attending that party given by the Baron von Swieten. No composer has mastered the art of the counterpoint more effectively, I must say.
When are you going to start the rehearsal?
I have to go to the castle, you know.
You have to go to the castle, that I know, but it is far from being noon, my friend.
What's the plan for the rehearsal?
It's the same every day. You put your score on the lectern, you conduct the trio with your baton, and if I like what I hear, I then pay you. When are you going to start the rehearsal?
My dear friend,
That's good, even if the metric still seems to elude you a bit. I'm satisfied with your work for today. Here's the Mozart that crowds revere. Congratulations! As agreed, 5 florins for your chore. Could you leave your baton with me? I'm going to keep practicing with these 3 good-for-nothings. I thank you. Practicing a bit more will certainly be helpful.
I have to go back to the hotel now. The time of the meeting with the driver is near. I have to leave you.
Here's the Mozart that crowds revere. Congratulations!